Hey guys, so let's learn a little bit about colors. We have our watercolor paper ready and we're just about to start painting. We have 4 squares that we have to paint, and I'm going to give you some very specific instructions for each one of those squares. I might say something like start with one color and then paint only tints and shades of that color. Or I might say choose an analogous color scheme for this square. And I'll throw some words at you that you might not be familiar with. So the goal of our lesson here is to help you become familiar with and understand and even a master at these 8 different terms. So you have a piece of paper that looks like this. Grab a pen or a pencil or whatever you take your notes on. I suppose it could be right on your Chromebook. And jot down some notes so that when the time comes and I say, just remind me what tertiary colors are, if you don't know right off the top of your head, you could find them in your notes. Alright, so here we go. We have these 8 terms. The first one is primary. Primary colors, I guess the question really is, what are the primary colors? It also begs the question of why, but we'll get to that in a minute. There are 3 of them. Do you know what they are? Ready, go. That's right. Red is one of them. Very nice. And, right, yellow. What's the last one? Excellent. Blue. You got it. Red, yellow, and blue are the 3 primary colors. But why? Why are red, yellow, and blue the primaries? What's that? Oh, because you can't mix them from anything else? That's right. They cannot be mixed from other colors. Therefore, in order to have those colors, you'd have to buy them. You can't just mix them. Red, yellow, and blue are the primaries because nothing else makes them. Red, yellow, blue. Hey, did you write that down? Quick, write it down. Alright, let's move on. Second colors. Oh, maybe I should give you an example, huh? I forgot about this. Red, yellow, and blue, the primary colors. What do you think about those tennis shoes? Would you wear them? The secondary colors. Let's say that 2 primary colors got together and made a baby. Oh, that's weird. If we mixed any 2 primaries, we would get a secondary. And so here we have the 3 secondary colors: orange, green, and purple. Okay, quick quiz. What 2 colors do I put together to make green? Blue and yellow. What 2 colors do I put together to make purple? Yeah, that's right, blue and red. Good job. Hey, what 2 colors do we put together to make orange? Yeah, yellow and red. Ketchup and mustard. Hot dog. See what I did there? Let's go on to tertiary colors. Hey, in our country, if you go to maybe 2nd or 3rd grade, we say you're in elementary school. And if you go to 9th or 10th grade, we say that you're in high school. And if you go past that, we say that you're in college. But guess what? If you were going to school in, say, Australia, 2nd and 3rd grade would be called primary school. 10th and 11th grade would be called secondary school. What would college be called? What could that be? Oh, tertiary school. It's the 3rd level. Let's look at tertiary colors. Let's say they mixed any secondary color with any primary color, right? So if we took red and mixed it with purple, which is a secondary, we would get, wait a minute, what's the name of that color? Oh, right, tertiary colors don't have names. So, primary colors have names, red, yellow, blue. Secondary colors have names, green, purple, orange. And tertiary colors are usually just named what they look like. You might say orangish red, or yellow orange, or yellow green, right? So, if you mix a secondary color and a primary color together, you get a tertiary color. Do you have any questions about that? Go ahead and raise your hand. Oh, I can't see you. Tertiary colors. Very good. Did you write that down, by the way? A primary plus a secondary equals a tertiary. Well, let's talk about color schemes for a little bit. If I asked you to paint a square of watercolor using a triad color scheme, how many colors could you use? Not one, not two, not four, yeah, right, three, because triad, triangle, three colors. Which three colors? I don't know, you pick. Well, can I pick any three colors? No, you can any three colors that make a perfect triangle on the color wheel. You could use red, blue, and yellow. You could use green, orange, and purple. As long as they make an equal triangle on the color wheel, you can use those three. It could be yellow, green, and blue, green, and red, orange. Look at the color here with the painting with the pears and the peppers and the glass of wine. You see the green, orange, and yellow. Those three green, orange, and purple. Sorry, all working together. And then the picture with this person here, the three primary colors, but they make a triangle. Okay, a triad color scheme means that three colors that make an equal triangle. Did you write that down? Quick, hit pause, write it down. You gotta take some notes. All right, complementary colors. Well, you sure look nice today. And why? What big muscles you have today. And hey, I really like the way that shirt goes with your eyes. And, compliments. Compliments are what, when we say nice things about the others. Have you ever heard the saying that opposites attract? Well, it is true, and we could talk about that for all day, but we won't. Complementary colors, where do you find them on the color wheel? What is the complementary color of purple? Wait a minute. Complementary color of purple is yellow, but they're opposite. Ding ding. Red and green, orange and blue. Complementary colors are opposite from each other on the color wheel. Man, I bet I wish I could hit pause right now and write that down. Oh, you did? Okay, very good. Complementary colors are opposite. For instance, have you ever seen the Minnesota Vikings play? Purple and gold, or purple and yellow. Or maybe you've gone to Denver and you watched the Broncos play football. Orange and blue. There's all kinds of sports teams that use these. Or maybe at Christmas time you sit in your house and you think to yourself, why in the world are Christmas colors red and green? Well, if you want red to look its best, put it by its complement, green. And if you want green to look its best, put it by its complement, red. You'll always make colors look their best by putting a complement next to it. Fascinating. This is a word we don't use very much. Kind of like an analogy. Do you see analogy? Analogous. Analogous colors. An analogy is a way that we explain something with a similar concept. And analogous just refers to similar or neighboring colors. Blue and green happen to be next to each other on the color wheel. Orange and yellow are next to each other. Red, orange, and yellow, like in the flowers here. They're all neighbors. Another word for analogous might be neighboring. Ooh, I wish I could write that down on my paper. Neighboring, or next to each other. Where's the pause button again? Ooh, this one is an interesting one. We're almost done, by the way. We're doing pretty good. Tints and shades. Let's see. You want me to let you in on a secret? You've been lied to your whole life. I know. Is it by the media? Well, that too. I've been lied to. How do you say? Ooh, look at this truck. Wait, I can't see in the windows. Somebody must have... What did they do to the windows? What? They tinted it? Lie. People call it a tint when they make the windows of your truck darker. Huh. Get that out of your brain because that's not going to help you with this next one. You ready for this? Tints. Anything from the actual color plus white is a tint. Wait, tints are lighter? Yeah, that's right. So if you have a color and you add white to it, you're making a tint of that color. Well, what is it when I make the windows darker on my truck? Well, you're adding black. So I guess any color plus black is a shade. Yeah, that's right. You've been lied to. Tint plus white, shade plus black. So here we have a color, it is green. Here we have a color, it is darker green. The first one is a tint, it's a color plus white. The second one is a color plus black, it's a shade. Let's go here for some practice. Okay, take out this piece of paper and answer these questions. Is baby blue a tint or a shade? Is lavender a tint or a shade? Is pink a tint or a shade? Well, how am I supposed to know? I don't know. Decide, is it a color plus white or a color plus black? Is maroon a tint or a shade? Midnight blue, mint, cantaloupe, and plum. Tint or a shade? After you've figured all that out, and after you have written down a really great definition for every single one of our 8 terms, you can come into class, start painting.